If finding the best way to hold a guitar for effective playing is a problem for you, I can help. By the end of this video, you'll know which option is the best for you. I used to have terrible back pain, and it was a direct result of how the guitar fit my body. When I figured out the best way to hold a guitar for me, it really was a game changer. The first approach that we're going to look at is a classical approach. In this approach, you put your left foot, if you're a right-handed player, on a footstool or block, something to elevate your foot. Then you put the waist of the guitar on your left leg. Your right forearm is holding the guitar against your body. The top of the guitar here, the rim or edge, is leaning against your chest, and you end up with the neck being at a 45-degree angle. This is a really stable approach. It's what's taught to most classical guitarists. It allows you to easily do things like hammer-ons and pull-offs and other techniques. Super stable position. This approach works great, but the next approach might be a better option for some people. The next approach we're going to look at is sitting with the guitar on our right knee, if you're a right-handed player. This is a pretty stable position. As you can see, if your guitar is balanced, not real neck heavy, it'll just sit on your lap and lean against your chest. It allows you to execute pretty much any technique that you want to with either hand. The neck is not at as much of an angle as it is when you sit in a more classical position with your left leg on a foot on a footstool, but you can still do all the slurs and hammer-ons, pull-offs, all that kind of thing you want. And it's in a little better position, I think, if you are going to fret with your left-hand thumb over the top of the neck. This approach also lets you change the position of the guitar simply by crossing your right leg over your left. This brings it all up, but it doesn't make one hip higher or lower than the other, which can cause back pain. And it allows you, maybe if you're going to play stuff up in the dusty end of the neck, as Chet Atkins called it, allows you to reach those things more easily. This approach works really well for the majority of people, but there's another way to do it that I think is probably even better. The approach that I think is probably the best is to use a strap. That allows you to not worry about supporting or holding the guitar at all, so your hands are free to play. It lets you put the guitar in a position so that you've got good access to all of the fingerboard. The neck is also at a 45-degree angle, kind of like what you find in the classical position or foot on the footstool. Using a strap also helps you keep the guitar in the same position, regardless if you're sitting or standing. And that's good, especially if you're a performing musician. You may spend a lot of time practicing sitting down, but your performance may be primarily all standing up. And this gives you a consistency that makes you play more effectively, I think. Now, what approach do I take? I use a combination most of the time. I like the stability of the strap, but I use a strap a lot of the time. But I also like having it on my right leg, because sometimes the strap bothers my back a little bit. And by having it on my right leg with the strap on, having a combination of the right leg and the strap, I can shift positions, not worry about dropping the guitar. And it's just a little more comfortable to me to do that. Okay? So I'm really curious to know what you figure out works best for you. So when you do figure it out, I'd love for you to drop comments in the description area about this. I'm working my way, I'm doing a series of videos working my way through a book called Beginning Fingerstyle Guitar by Lou Manzi. I'll put a link to it in the description. If you pick up the book and want to follow along with this, not only will you have the material that's in the book, but I'll also be expanding on that material based on my own playing experience. I'm also going to put some links in the descriptions for some of the gear that I've been using. The straps, little strap lock things, footstools, that sort of thing. And things that you might want to check out that'll help you in your playing. Now, if you'd like to follow along in this series with us, I urge you to subscribe to my channel and click on the little notification bell. That way, the next time I do a video in this series, you'll be informed of it and you can play along with us. Okay? So I think that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.